In this lesson, we're going to be looking at referential integrity. We have looked at this before, but let's have another quick look at what it is. Make sure you understand the keywords that we've been using throughout this unit so far. It's really important that you go back through the different lessons if you are unsure of some of these terms. Here is the second set of keywords. You're going to have to understand what a foreign key is for this lesson. Make sure you pause the video and read this slide. Finally, you should by now have a good understanding of what the different normal forms are and what a database looks like in third normal form. Again, pause the video and have a look at these terms and make sure you have a clear understanding. As we know already, a database is going to store a huge amount of data. This could be accessed in multiple locations over a WAN, or it could be a web-based database. Think of the police or the NHS database. Lots of people are accessing this database and are going to be doing different things to it. In a hospital, a nurse might be trying to see your records before giving you some medical drugs. But a consultant might want to add to your records after a procedure. Therefore, we need to have different access rights. Now, with people accessing the data at different times, this can actually cause us issues. Therefore, we need to make sure data is consistent. Remember, we looked at consistency of data before, and ensuring that maintaining and consistency of data in the data store must represent the reality that it represents. And referential integrity is one way to ensure data integrity. Let's think of a school now for our example. We store all our teachers' details. That might include name, subjects they teach, contact details and locations, and who actually teaches each subject. If that member of staff then leaves the school, we need to delete their record from the staff table of the database. But we also need to delete it from the lesson table, maybe the salary table and the form group tables. Their data will be repeated across the whole database. And this can cause a bit of a headache because we've got many references to that person. We shouldn't be having to go through each table, having to delete all that data independently. So referential integrity helps us with this. We can cascade updates and deletes. By enforcing this referential integrity, all references to that person will be updated. But this does mean the table needs to be in a third normal form, with the correct primary keys and foreign keys. For referential integrity to work, remember we must be using foreign keys. Here you can see two tables. We've got a primary table and we've got a related table. You can see we've got an associated record in the related table which is linked to the primary table. We've done that by a foreign key in the related table. Now, referential integrity would stop the addition of a new record in the first table, so the related table, which is not linked to the primary table, because we wouldn't have the integrity of the data. And if you wanted to delete a record from our related table, you could delete the record in there, but if you were to delete the record in the primary table where that primary key sits, then this would have to delete all records in all tables where there's reference to that primary key using a foreign key. Here's another visualization of this. We have three tables here. We have our customers table, our items table, and we have our orders table. So that you can see in our orders table we have items and customers that orders are linked to. Those are the foreign keys in that table. If we are going to delete an order, we could just go ahead and delete that order. Order ID does not appear as a foreign key in a different table. However, if we were to delete a customer, our customer IDs do appear in other tables, or our item IDs appear in other tables as foreign keys. So to ensure data integrity, when we delete something that has a foreign key in a different table, we must delete the primary key from the original table and that should have the cascade effect so that all records associated with that are then deleted. So in summary, referential integrity is as data is accessed, updated or changed, we need to make sure that data has integrity across the whole database. And referential integrity can enforce updates and deletion to take place across the database to ensure this. Data integrity is the maintenance and consistency of data in a data store, such as a database. This data must reflect the reality that it represents.